Let's bring in my next guest, conservative commentator and author of The Liberal Invasion of Red State America, Kristin Tate. Kristin, the way the candidates jumped out there on this, I'm just going to add to some of Peter's reporting. Joe Biden saying President Trump has no strategy here. He has no end game. And here's the hardest truth of all: his constant mistakes and poor decision making have left the United States with limited options. Do you think that voters on the left look at what is happening right now and see the folly in what Democrats said about this? Or do they just hate the president so much that they believe those candidates?
Well, the far lefties certainly hate the president so much they believe these candidates. I did notice, though, during the strikes last night, the Democrats were trying to take a more measured tone, at least on Twitter. And I think that's so that they could try to appear above partisanship. But these same Democrats have acted flagrantly partisan over the last week. They've been constantly criticizing Trump since he authorized the strike that took out Soleimani. But these same Democratic presidential candidates didn't say anything for 8 years during the Obama administration as Obama launched his covert drone war. Joe Biden himself, Melissa, sat in the White House for 2 terms and didn't say anything as the Obama administration authorized 563 strikes that were responsible for killing up to 800 citizens and civilians. So, you know, the Democrats, they clearly have one agenda and one agenda only. It's to resist Trump and say that they believe in the opposite of whatever he does, but they are acting flagrantly partisan and like such hypocrites. And I hope that most voters can see exactly what's going on.
I mean, this is an interesting position for Joe Biden in particular. It's one thing that, you know, everybody on the far left is sort of morally opposed to any use of the military at all, it seems like. So they can kind of sit in that lane and you know, be confident there. Joe Biden, though, as you said, you know, has been involved in a lot of things in the past. This was his opportunity to sort of try and play that moderate game if that's what he thinks would win the election. And there, you know, are a lot of Democrats who think that that is the lane that would win. Why do you think he didn't choose to do that? And to say, you know, maybe there's some middle ground, I don't know, you know, something along the way of supporting some sort of action?
Because unfortunately, when you're running in a primary, you have to play to the most far left wing of your base. So that's exactly what Joe Biden is trying to do. And if you really want to see just how toxic the partisanship is, look at how the Democrats responded when the Obama administration assassinated Osama bin Laden versus how they are now reacting to Trump's actions in Iran. You know, when Obama got bin Laden, he was roundly applauded for that by both sides of the aisle. Nobody used the mission to take out the 9/11 mastermind to smear the Obama administration or score political points. But now those same Democrats who stood up and cheered for Obama are criticizing Trump for going after a known butcher who's responsible for the death of up to 600 U.S. soldiers and reportedly had plans to launch more attacks on the U.S. I mean, this is all about politics. But, you know, the election is still 11 months away, so this could all be ancient history by then. I mean, the news cycle moves so fast in the Trump era, so who knows if this will even influence voters by the time Election Day is here.
No, it's true. And the president in his Nation of the Address, in his address to the nation, made a lot of points about wanting to get out of the Middle East and saying that we're energy independent and that really others need to get involved here. I wonder will Democrats then spin their position on that when they've said, oh, the president's getting us into another endless war. He said he was going to get us out. But now, you know, so now as it looks like he does want to get us out, will they say he's cutting and running?
Probably. I mean, today, Elizabeth Warren said, you know, we don't want to go to war with Iran. Well, she's right. Nobody wants to go to war with Iran. That includes President Trump. He made that very clear during his address today. Meanwhile, the Iranian government said that they don't want to see any further escalation either. This is all very good news. As you mentioned, President Trump ran and campaigned on ending these pointless, endless, costly wars. So right now we need de-escalation and we need diplomacy. It was also pretty great to see the president urging our allies to kind of pressure Iran to renegotiate a better deal. But right now, we all need to come together to try to advocate for peace and try to put the partisan politics aside.
Yeah. Kristin Tate, thank you.